Hi friends, MD Vegan. Breakfast time, and I have strawberries today, and I put them in a cinnamon cashew yogurt. I begin with that. On top will be an ice cream, a strawberry ice cream. Come to that in a moment. So cinnamon yogurt, I make it with cashew yogurt. I have the homemade cashew yogurt. Show you another video how to make it. You find the link under this video. And a date mousse, also homemade. Also, a link for another video how to make date mousse under this video. Cashew yogurt is very easy. Blending cashews and water, adding some bacteria, acidophilus. Acidophilus is the name. And once you have a batch of yogurt, you can always take that as a starter for the next one. I never wash my yogurt containers, only the rim, and the rest inside stays after it's empty, almost. And then the next cashews blended with water go in there. Overnight, the bacteria ferment the yogurt, and after one night, go into the fridge. And then I have a yogurt all the time. The date mousse is very simple. It's just blended dates with water. I would just recommend to soak dates or cashews when you have a large amount. That the blender will say thank you. And then do the cinnamon. Cinnamon comes to the date mousse and to the cashew yogurt. Have a large tablespoon. And cinnamon and cashew yogurt is sour, and that's why I did a lot of date mousse to make it nice for the cinnamon. I found that it is very nice with date mousse and cinnamon, this yogurt. Without the date mousse, the cinnamon would a little bit be lost in the sour yogurt. Cinnamon, I would say, likes it more sweet, so there is important the date mousse. But cinnamon is one of the most healthiest spices. It is super high in antioxidants, and that's the healthy part in food. When you ask the scientists, they look for the antioxidants. They keep damage from the body, keep it young. Yeah. So very simple. Here, cashew yogurt with cinnamon and date mousse, and here are my strawberries. I proudly present. I love strawberries. Not so easy to get here in Germany in this summer, because there was a lot of rain, and the strawberries the harvest is very slim, as they said, and it's very expensive. So lucky when you get some good ones. Yeah. But I love strawberries. I can't help it. And summer is always time of berries and all these wonderful, colorful fruit. In summer, my breakfast is mostly fruit, and there are so many different fruit, berries and everything. I can always try something new, combine them a little bit. Only one fruit today, just the strawberries. And then there are all these variations. Strawberries like cashew cream. I can take a cashew cream only, or a cashew yogurt, a little bit more sour, putting vanilla in, or cinnamon, or date mousse. There's so many ways to make the strawberries delicious. If you like something with the strawberries, some people like only the strawberry. I get that too, but sometimes, as being a chef, I try to find out something even more exciting than the pure produce. So that is my base for the breakfast, the strawberries in that delicious cinnamon cashew yogurt cream. So now I will get the frozen strawberries and some other frozen things to make the ice cream. This ice cream will have 5 ingredients. I have same amounts of frozen strawberries and bananas. Now it's easier to get frozen strawberries here this year. Frozen bananas I always freeze it myself. But they have a high quality of the frozen fruit. I highly recommend. I have always some different berries and so in the freezer. Always my bananas, of course, to make a quick banana ice cream, so nice for breakfast. So these are the main ingredients for this strawberry ice cream. You can also make strawberry ice cream only with strawberries. And you have a sorbet more. I add some refinement to make it a little bit creamier, tastier. You can play with that, and that's what I do. So the food processor with the S blade is my preferred tool to make Blitz ice cream. It is a very easy and quick way to make an ice cream anytime if you have the frozen fruit ready. Here is my favorite fun tool, the scoops I make. And so when they're really cold, you can make the scoops right away without freezing it again. The bananas go into the food processor. It has to be very cold because then I can process a little bit longer, make it creamier, and avoid the chunks of the frozen fruit in the ice cream. So they are cold, so they stick a little bit to the bone. I prepare everything, put it into the freezer to have a little bit more time for processing. Everything is very cold. Even the other ingredients, the date mousse here, for example, also was in the freezer for half an hour or so. I said it before in the video. I show you how to make date mousse in another video. Find the link under this one. It's just blending dates with water a little bit. And the dates and the lemon juice, and I show you that in a moment. Here the lemon juice. Dates and lemons, just the one lemon juiced, are perfect to enhance the flavors of the other ingredients, the natural flavors. It's a play with the opposites, sweet and sour. It makes the natural flavor of the strawberries, in this case, more delicious. Tastes more like strawberry even. Sometimes, the frozen fruit, they're high nutrients, but sometimes there's, the sun-ripened factor when you have it directly from the field or so and put it into the mouth. You don't get that when you have a frozen fruit or so. Not like that. But with these tricks, lemon and dates, you can do a lot. And then to make it creamy, even creamier than with the bananas, just some cashew flour has also been in the freezer, just to make it a little bit colder, just to win some seconds for processing. And now we are ready for the blender dance, for Blitz ice cream. It looks pretty perfect to me. Have a look for yourself. You see, this is my Blitz ice cream. Strawberry Blitz ice cream. I could take the blankets out, and now I check the texture. It looks very nice. Feels very nice. So I can make scoops right away. That was the plan. I like it when the plan works. So here, yes, very nice texture. Still nice scoops, not too warm. And I just put them on top of my yogurt, cinnamon yogurt. The combination today is about strawberries and yogurt and the cinnamon flavor. Yeah. Another recipe, I made a similar recipe with the vanilla. And also the ice cream, I can also make strawberry ice cream with different ingredients. I can make it with almond flour, for example. Especially when I use vanilla as a main flavor, additional flavor. It's very nice with almonds and bananas. Today it's cinnamon. And that is what I can show you here. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, that's my breakfast. The summer breakfast. I always like the ice creams because I learned that 2 years ago or so when I began with the ice creams. They're wonderful. I can also make so many different ones, refine it with cashew flour, other flours, date mousse, lemon juice, all kinds of fruit. There you go. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you like my video, subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube. I have another recipe every single day to enjoy the endless vegan variety. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and X. And donate. There is a thanks button under this video.